Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Entropy 02, a source engine mod that is set in the Half-Life universe that is getting some pretty good reviews, currently sitting at an overwhelmingly positive, and I have heard people recommending this as a game that actually feels like it is set in the Half-Life universe, you know, something that almost feels good enough to be official, sort of an opposing force for Half-Life 2, but this is a mod where you play as a member of the Combine, and of course it is a sequel to a mod that was just called Entropy 0, in which a Combine Metro Cop sort of stumbles upon a rebel plot to activate some kind of device in City 10 that would lower the ambient temperature of the area to 0 degrees Kelvin, which is where the Entropy 0 name comes from. Now, I haven't played the original mod, but I have heard and read that you don't really need to enjoy this one. The beginning has kind of a callback to the first game, or sort of a connection between the first game and the second one, so that part you might not get if you haven't played the original, but I think we'll be able to figure it out well enough. The first game you played as a Metro Cop. In this game we are going to be playing as a Combine Elite, one of the white armored soldiers. Also, some people don't like this and think it's awful because it has jokes in it, and you know, Half-Life has never had a sense of humor whatsoever, so therefore it is bad. And as you can see, we have an Aperture Science turret without its outer shell here, and we will probably be seeing some Aperture facilities, as the main mission in this game is to track down Dr. Judith Mossman, who, after the first Half-Life 2, went off to find the Borealis, the teleporting Aperture Science boat that ended up in the Arctic. So we're going to be going to the Arctic, which a lot of mods have tried to do. I've seen quite a few mods that have tried to do the whole unfinished Half-Life 2 plot arc of going to the Arctic, and most of those have been pretty bad, so I'm hoping that this one does the Arctic stuff a lot better. Anyway, let's get in here. Now, I loaded this up once already, and I thought I was getting a graphical bug, because the starting has this extreme blur, like depth of field thing going on, but apparently that's just because it's sort of a flashback, so that effect will go away. But yeah, I was like, did I break it? Was that effect supposed to fade out as it faded in? But no, the whole starting section is supposed to be looking like that. Also, Bad Cop here is a speaking protagonist, and he does like to throw out some quips, so that's one of the things that people didn't like about the humor. Also, a quick reminder for people who don't remember or who are not that familiar with Half-Life 2, the Combine Metro Cops are basically just regular people, whereas the Combine Soldiers and Combine Elites are both biologically and cybernetically modified and have their brains basically wiped. So he does not have that right now as a Metro Cop. Also, good thing we have subtitles, because they all have that voice filter. And I guess that voice filter is specifically the one that was used in the leaked beta version of Half-Life 2, rather than the original game.
Sorry, no patrol for you today. Great. Burn light-headed. Go past the citadels, take a right, and then a left. You know the rest. Okay, I'm on it.
He's got a little bit of a southern accent under there, this guy. But yeah, the fact that they are unmodified humans is the reason that Barney was able to infiltrate them by joining. He didn't have to get lobotomized or anything first.
Wow, 26 days sleep. What a nice day.
Is that a hunter that just ran by? I think I saw two of them.
Don't get away, 26.
But yeah, you can see why I thought that this was a graphical bug, because if the whole game looked like this, it would be fucking unplayable. But then I loaded up one of the bonus maps, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't look like this, so clearly this is something else going on, and I kind of looked it up.
think it's because he owes me money. You gonna pay up or what? Pay up. Poker, 2 nights ago, right after our shift. Don't tell me you got your brains fogged and don't remember. As a we've been telling everyone else. I'll have them soon.
What do they even bet with? Do they still use money?
Why nobody likes you. You mooch and expect to be bailed out. Fuck you. Fine. Guess I'll keep my credits if you're gonna be like that.
I was gonna say, do they still have a currency in a post-Combine society? Or post-Combine Earth?
You know, the Combine rescued my brother, and it was nice. I got it from a perk. Sucks you can't even get your first perk. I'm working on it.
If you level up enough as a Combine cop, you get perks. And you have to select a perk, I guess. Oh. I guess as a member of the Combine, we can just walk through these barriers. They only keep out non-Combine.
Oops. Stop looking at me like that.
I don't have my beating stick, so I can't pick on this guy. There's Breen. That is a punishment. They put you in a cell and they force you to watch Breen talk non-stop. Oh, this guy's lucky. He got a pillow sack.
Sober ever since I joined the Combine.
What did I do to deserve this?
Intruders, the brown-nosing pet. Look who it is, the asshole that never shuts up. Yeah.
I like that they just have the regular, you know, get out of Gordon's way AI.
836. Has anyone ever told you you're a freak? And you're ugly. Ugly.
I mean, the original game doesn't really do much to kind of humanize the Combine, even the ones that are human. That's why they have these voice filters, presumably, is so that the citizens don't see them as human.
3650. You know, breaking code 46-12 doesn't make you smart. It makes you reckless. It gets results.
His whole paper there is in Combine language.
Your rate breaking is exactly why no one here wants to work with you. Sounds like a you problem.
Also, I don't even think we're from here. Because obviously, he was in City 10 before. He was like some kind of patrol cop. And now he's in City 17. As he got promoted.
Things, they'll attack bloody anything. No word about this incident 3650. Don't fancy getting my credits dumped again. He'll stop talking when we click his head. They always do.
So far, this doesn't really look like much of an enhanced interrogation. He's just sort of sitting there, like, pouting on his chair. He's not strapped in or anything. He's not getting beaten with a shock stick. What kind of operation are you guys running here?
Better keep your voice down. I think that's 3650.
Yeah, that's right. You better fucking keep your voice down when 3650 walks by.
Still haven't got memory replacement. What? Feeling guilty? Guilty. You'll be tasting my blood if you don't shut up.
Did he just answer both of them at the same time?
Let me guess, your prawns are champion. Well, don't come crying to me. As if. Hey, you got something on your suit. Heard you talking to the chief, you know. I'm gonna just give you every scrub to leave the rest of us humans behind? None of your business.
I mean, none of them sound that happy about their Combine position. Because basically, people join the Combine because you get better rations and your family is less likely to get murdered. Only less likely, though, not completely unlikely. Alright, hopefully this flashback is not too long. Oh, I was going to say that the original mod took place around the same time as Half-Life 2, whereas I believe this flashback specifically takes place before the end of Half-Life 2, you know, kind of, or between the end of Half-Life 2 and the start of Episode 1. So the Citadel is still, you can still see it out there, it hasn't exploded yet.
36, you reckon the District 6 killer needs an accomplice? I feel like you'd fit right in. Whatever.
How many Combine does it take to change a light bulb?
Nightmares are all off to beating up the citizens. Why am I asking you this? Good luck finding out how many idiots it takes to screw in a light bulb. Should I keep that personal?
What's that green glow back here?
How about this weather?
Oh, it's one of those people pods. I will say their eyes look better than they did in Half-Life 2. They've got, you know, that kind of glow.
Whatever, creep.
Alright, I don't actually know where we're going to get our crab duty assignment, which I assume is cleaning out head crabs.
Hey, 36, up here. I'm dealing with the Vance case. I'll be with you soon. You always get the interesting cases. I'll fill you in later. Climb up and get started. Go get those head crabs.
So I assume the Vance case, he's talking about Alex rather than Eli. We get like a shock stick or something to deal with these crabs? So there's been no shortage of mods where you play as the bad guy, whoever that might be, but a lot of them are not really done great. I would say, does a Combine even have to worry about head crabs? Because, you know, they're wearing a mask, but Episode 1 does have the Zombines, so clearly they are still able to get in there. They can probably peel the mask off.
I feel like a TV dinner.
Remember all of those Gary's Mod servers where being a donator would get you the shock prod? Even though it just functioned like the crowbar?
I hear you, 36. I can get that vent cover open for you. Hold on.
Really? Our night vision runs out of batteries too?
Street car salesman. Man, what a shitty job. Oh yeah, it was a shitty life. I used to love ripping people off. Check 21. Where is 21 anyway? But he's covering for 36. Oh.
Boy, the Combine are really busy, aren't they? Just fucking standing around. You think this is what the man hacks would be for? Just throw them in there and they'll clean out anything in the vents instead of crawling around in it. Speaking of which... honestly have no idea how long this section is, but if they were going to make it this long, they could have at least weakened that visual effect a little bit.
Somebody took his kid. Abduction. The investigation. Where leads. Except him, you mean? Looks like there's a media stool. They'll put pressure on the cops. They hope you don't know throw away the key. No wonder he's psychotic. The selected party's family cohesion services. Family? What? He's probably trying to find out who took his daughter. Isn't it obvious? That sick freak killed her. Let's make sure he never gets that perk. I'll be talking about something too. What the fuck is those?
So of course he can't just be an asshole, he's an asshole with a reason. Aiden Walker sounds familiar, though.
They're gonna throw away everything I've worked for. I won't let them.
I'm going to beat them to death with my stun prod, or I'm just going to fucking shoot them all. Oh yeah, also we have a kick. You know, Duke Nukem style boot. Which I guess we can use for breaching doors. So I wonder if this isn't actually a memory, this is just a fantasy. He's like, yeah, and then I killed everybody. I got a shotgun with one shell. I guess it's not gonna let me out until I kill this guy. How do you like it? How do you like the taste of stun stick?
I'm innocent. It won't happen again, I swear. Say that it does at 3650. This will affect your performance. You will have to make up for your lost credits. Of course. I'll double my rounds. Lucky for you, you'll want 5 of those guys.
And you only killed about 5 of them, so it equals out.
You on island duty for a while.
Okay.
Away from these city cops.
So this is how...
Okay.
This is how he became a cop before the first game. Because he was an outland duty cop in the first mod. So I guess that was before that. The Outlands, assignment, clear rebel hideout, clearance, civil protection. So we're still in the past right now, but at least we got rid of that filter. Got our SMG, our civil protection pistol.
We're gonna clear this place nice and quick. Razor train will arrive in about 10 minutes. It's gonna pull up right next to the main building. The cargo goes on the train, and then we head back to 17. Clear? If we can get that cargo back, we're all getting advances. That brings us a lot closer to our perks. Don't screw this up.
All protection team units. Entering at will.
I assume that's also a section from the first game.
They used to tell me it wasn't normal to be like me. They locked me up, medicated me, outcasted me. People took everything from me because of the way I am. My way of life, my family, my morality.
You just want to live as a sociopath without people taking that away from you.
Everything. Then came the Combine. They listened. They told me that the problems of the mind are not the problems of the soul.
They also told me that souls are a made-up concept, and I was an idiot for believing in them.
I only had one thing to give up for this job. My humanity. Some would say I never had it anyway.
Alright, so I guess we're about to wake up in the present. And this is the part that some people were kind of on the fence about, because in the lore, these elite, Combine soldiers, they're supposed to be lobotomized and inhuman. They have no memories or anything, but they're just capable of strategizing and communicating and following orders, and that's it. They have no personality or anything. However, we have maintained our personality as sort of a little bit of an experiment, I guess, from the Combine. We proved to be an effective enough soldier as a cop that they put his mind into the body of a bunch of these elite guards in order to, get some better soldiers. So I believe this part right here.
Wait.
What's wrong with this pistol?
I'm back.
Okay, this is clearly not the regular pistol. Some sort of laser pistol. But yeah, this takes place when Gordon is attacking Nova Prospekt. That's why there's a bunch of fucking antlions in here. Actually, this seems to be a little bit after that, since they have gotten cozy. Squeeze the good juices out of those larvae. Since when do antlions have that glowing red butt? Is that from Half-Life Alyx? I think there are actually a few Zen creatures in this that were from Alyx, like the electric... I don't even remember what it's called. those ones are already dead. And now we have fancier night vision in our eyes. Okay, we got a turret here. We got a stalker there. Hey, let me out, dude.
You're the last of your armies. It's in your best interest to assist us.
So, those are our bosses of the Combine.
Interrupted. The administrator has been terminated. Our connection to the overworld has been severed. That sucks. The administrator's assistant, Judith Mossman, enabled this. Your directives are as follows. Capture Judith Mossman and discover what she is looking for. Huh. I would hope I'd be getting the perks they promised me. We have returned your will and faculties. This is a privilege. Do not abuse it. A dropship is being sent to extract you. Okay, right. I'm on it then.
Alright, well, I guess I'll do that. My job is a Combine to do what you tell me to do.
Oh, right. Conversation is over. Okay. I should get moving. I need those credits.
He's really not that bothered by the whole last of your copies thing. Hey, this is not my original body. But this one's full of cybernetics, so, you know, it's probably better.
Overwatch activates privileged cognitive unit.
Prototype Gauss Pistol.
Priority alert. All ground teams. Escort. Protect. Deliver. Unit 3650. You are tasked with directives. Intercept malignant agent Judith Mossman. Code. Clamp. Contain. Investigate and report non-patrol region. Failure to comply will result in perk termination.
So is having our free will currently our perk? Also, that's a decent impression of the Combine Overwatch dispatcher. Alright. So yeah, we're here in Nova Prospekt. It's still not looking great. I guess it's kind of overrun by the antlions still. Pistol seems pretty good, though. Uses 5 ammo per shot, and I'm guessing we need to close these. That's why they had a guy do it in front of us. So yeah, these guys don't really have free will. They'll just do whatever I tell them, I guess, because I'm the boss. At least they're smart enough to throw the grenades into the holes. In the original game, you could have rebels following you around, but they weren't very good. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna blow it up too. Alright, I guess they're gonna make me do this a lot. One downside to being a member of the Combine, though, is that we won't get a gravity gun. Unless we, like, kill somebody and take it. But I was under the impression that the gravity gun, or 0-point energy device, was kind of one of a kind, sort of a prototype. Since they didn't exactly have the means to mass produce something like that at Black Mesa East. Alright, I'm not sure that the honeycombs do anything. I'm hoping this section is not too long, because I would like to at least get to the Arctic before we end this video. I'll probably end up playing through this on my own, but we might come back to this later as well. I am out of grenades. I missed what the other command is I could give him. I think there was another one that popped up. Oh, pulse rifle.
Nice.
I mean, this is very familiar to Nova Prospekt. Just running around with a turret in your hands, placing a bunch of them down. They're not very loyal, these turrets. They'll kind of just shoot at anyone in front of them. Or maybe you have to hack them first, I don't know. Okay, twice to recall them. That's how I get them to actually follow me and stop, just stand in place. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty early in here, but the map design does seem good. And there's a lot of course, extra graphical detail in here that the original trio of Half-Life 2 games didn't have, because this is the newer version of the Source engine. Still not Source 2, because I don't think anyone has really made anything with Source 2 except for Alex mods. I'm not even sure if Source 2 is available in a form you can make anything else with right now. I don't think Valve have released it officially. Alright. So the SMG is the same. Seems like the pistol is our only new weapon so far. And to think, all Gordon had to do to take over this entire prison was turn off the thumpers that were keeping the antlions away. Okay, there's the Demo Man line. I've seen people mention that one. I do wish there was a grenade throw button if we're gonna have to do this constantly. It's fucking grenade physics. Because otherwise I feel like I have to constantly stop to pull the damn thing out. I wonder if I can close them with the SMG grenades. Seems like it. That'll speed things up a little bit.
Advance. I'm taking point.
Nope. So those are the Spitter antlions from episode 2. I mean, it's nice that they're bringing together all these things, because obviously there was no reason that these types of antlions should only exist in episode 2, which is they hadn't come up with them yet. Alright. Found a bouncy ball for our assault rifle. That wasn't a parasite. That's a head crab line. Though I guess because he's the only one that has free will, he's basically just going to be the only one talking. It's not like everyone else is going to be chatty around you.
Soldier guy, come with me.
I think the flares are the way we're supposed to go. They didn't really tell us where to go, they just said extraction is on the way. But I assume we need to get outside.
Move there.
I don't know why the other guy didn't come with us. He didn't seem to transition through the loading zone. Might have to leave them behind anyway. Ah, God damn it. I forgot you could pick stuff up for a second. I was like, I'm gonna get wedged in here. Even now, our fucking eye implants run out of battery.
Follow me.
Alright, I don't really see the point in going in that vent. That other guy, still all the way back there.
What's the deal with this place? Who let the bombs here? You guys don't talk very much, do you?
I guess as a Metro cop, he probably wouldn't actually have had that much contact with the regular Combine Overwatch. The regular grenade throw just will not go in there. Just keep fucking bouncing off. Dead Vortigaunt. Okay, thankfully they do also try to get out of your way, so I won't get stuck in a doorway. It's a problem I've been having in Stalker Gamma with having a bunch of companions, because I got the achievement that lets you recruit more people at once, but having like 8 people follow you means getting pinned into small rooms, so now I just have to tell them to stop following me whenever I try to go inside. I do wonder though if there's going to be any new enemies or if it's only repurposed enemies from the various Half-Lives. Because, like, I've heard that Stuka bats show up in this, which are one of the cut aliens from the original Half-Life. But I don't know if anything new shows up. This is the wrong way. Hold turret in front of base.
Why are these goddamn bombs everywhere?
Gonna guess from all this stuff here that there's gonna be an antlion guard up ahead. Oops.
Alert. Major biotic activity detected.
incoming. We'll have to punch the blast.
Oh, I gotta actually go in there. There's no point in trying to fight all of them.
That's 2. 3 of them down. Just 1 more.
I was hoping to crouch under that, but I think I got shoved by an antlion. There's shotgun shells here too, so there must have been a shotgun that I missed. The music, I feel, also has a pretty Half-Life sort of sound. There's the guard.
See why they want to be bad now.
Perimeter sterilization complete. Commence extraction.
Alright. Gonna come right through this hole in the ceiling.
Overwatch confirmed all movers dispatched inbound. Ghost drop inbound. Prepare for
We get to climb inside one of these crab dropships, these biomechanical creatures. So I guess it's really just carrying the pod under it. Alright, let's hop in. Alright. I'm guessing now we're going to just wake up when we come to the Arctic. This mod is apparently about 8 hours long, so it is fairly long. That's not a good sound to wake up to.
well, shit.
Goddamn rebels and their laser tracking rocket launchers. We landed right in a warehouse.
Wow. I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
Alright, so I guess now that we are in rebel territory, we're gonna get some regular-ass guns, because they're still using them.
Ready when you want.
How many of you damn rebels have been hiding up here?
This thing fires like 5 bullets at once. Or just fires really fast, I don't know. Half-Life 2 was originally supposed to have an AK.
Looks like we got a serious rebel presence up here. Dispatch, come in. Anyone?
Ow. Alright, those are new. I was kind of wondering, because there aren't exactly a lot of variety of rebels in Half-Life 2. They're just the same guys with different guns. So I was wondering if they were gonna... Oh.
Hands up.
Get detained.
Traitors. Sometimes I wonder how I ended up with you. I'm not going nowhere. No, sir. I'm hurt.
What? Just stay there, I guess. I think I'm stuck on her.
It's in the gutter.
Is there supposed to be like a detaining animation?
What did I do to deserve this? Sometimes I wonder how I ended up with you. Your mind is in the gutter.
Just stay like that, I guess. If you don't want me to shoot you by accident or on purpose. But yeah, they have to make up new types of rebels if that are going to be the main
Everywhere.
enemy.
We're all just targets to them now.
There's the Arbit Communications. Now, I do wonder if there's actually going to be an aperture facility here, because there probably shouldn't be. I was under the impression that the Borealis had made an uncontrolled teleportation to here, not an intentional one. Ow. That pole's not even connected to anything.
Oh man, how am I still alive?
I probably could have used some crates there.
Guess I missed the OC.
We showed up to this invasion a little early. When you need to reload, you just pull the slide back and that just puts something else in there, I guess. Oh, hey guys. They definitely didn't have a jump animation for anyone else.
I killed them all already. You're with me.
Alright, come on, boys. I guess we're gonna wrap up soon now that we've already made it to the Arctic, and it's probably been about an hour. But so far, this feels good to play. It doesn't have that same kind of crust that certain mods do. You know, I've seen some people say that this is essentially the concept of Hunt Down the Freeman, but, like, you know, not dog shit like Hunt Down the Freeman was. I've contemplated doing a playthrough of that game, just because, you know, it is really bad. But most people have said that it's not, like, funny bad, it's just, like, painful bad. And from what I've seen of it, that does seem to be the case. I like that the Combine have all these modified versions of standard Earth weapons, like the SMG is just an MP7. But then this is literally just a Spots 12 with, like, no modification. Aside from its mysterious tendency to fire 2 shots from the ammo tube. Which is just something, a mistake from the first game that they decided to keep. Because it essentially allows you to have a double-barrel shotgun function on a regular shotgun.
That's me.
He does have a lot of familiarity killing rebels. They are kind of easy prey. I mean, I only went with medium, but that's because generally difficulty in Half-Life does not actually make the game better because it's very lazy kind of difficulty. Where enemies just do more damage and have more health. I'd actually say that the shooting feels a little bit better than vanilla Half-Life 2. It's a little punchier, which is something I've always felt Source Engine games tended to lack. You know, I've said before that I think that Half-Life 1 combat feels better than Half-Life 2's. It had more kind of weight to it. That was quite the leap. Are we sure these are not enhanced rebels? Yeah, get 'em, boys. Anyone order a Rebel extra crispy? Yeah, you guys wouldn't find that funny because you have no fucking sense of humor left. I feel kind of overpowered right now, but I think that's just, you know, meant to be an early game thing. Since these are like completely unarmored rebels. I'm sure there'll be some rebels with, like, repurposed aperture technology or something later. I did hear that the first mod had some boss fights that weren't so great, and I kind of wonder what they used for bosses, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth checking out. Some people say it's a lot crustier than this. This has a lot more polish than the original mod, but others have said that it's worth playing first. For the gameplay, not just for the context.
We're all just targets today. Traitors. What did I do to deserve this?
Stay put. You're coming with me.
I don't...
Stop looking at me like that.
Oh, she gave me ammo. Good prisoner. You get perks if you keep giving me ammo. Wow. They actually knew to shoot those. I'm impressed.
Surprised the idiots can play poker.
What did that say? It just says out of service. I wonder if that's because it can't connect to our HUD. Oh, there was another elite guard in there. Elite combine. There's always one guy that fucking gets left behind. What are you doing back here, you dumbass? Watching the prisoner? I'm guessing we need to follow this string of lights, because they're connected to that locked door.
Soldiers! Another one of those elite combine! We can't let it get to Dr. Mossman! Hurry up and let us through!
Look, it's not Gordon.
We know you.
Is holding at code, Felix. My armor's compromised. Keep me covered. There she is. Copy 3650. Is that code? Pay that letter. Copy outbreak.
Mossman's story doesn't actually have a resolution yet because, again, that's something that was supposed to be in episode 3 before we never got an episode 3. But from the changes or I guess addition, that Half-Life Alyx made to the end of Half-Life Episode 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. It does seem like they still want to do something with that story, because, you know, the change they made is going to influence a Half-Life 3 or Episode 3 or whatever they do with that. But because it's Valve, that probably won't come for another 10 years or whatever. Alright, well, I think that's a look at Entropy 02. I am having fun just kind of playing it. So I probably lost track of time there, but it seems pretty good as a mod. And again, this is just available on Steam. You don't even have to download it from like ModDB and then install it. I think it is a standalone, so it doesn't require Half-Life 2 to be installed. I'm pretty sure I don't have Half-Life 2 installed right now. So all of the you know, models and everything are included with it. But yeah, it seems good. I'm kind of curious where they go with it, both gameplay-wise and story-wise. But I don't know if I'm going to keep playing it right now or if I'm going to wait. You know, until I've... Oh, that's one of ours. It's just like instinct when you see one of those, you gotta kill it. Anyhow, thank you for joining me on this bad cop journey to kill some of them dirty rebels who are not down with the alien overlords, and you will definitely be seeing more Half-Life stuff from me. I actually want to do a couple more videos on some Half-Life 1 mods that I've had installed for a while, including Gunman Chronicles, which is not actually a mod, but it was a retail mod for the original Half-Life, and people have been recommending it, and I wanted to check it out because it sounds at least interesting, even if it's not maybe good. So until the next Half-Life video, and the next video in general, I'll see you folks around.